I do believe we're alive. So, I'll say, indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved holy friends. What a dear pleasure it is to have you here again on another conscious evolution. Another opportunity for us to consider helping someone. That is what I titled today's stream, right? Something, something, helping something. There was a moment today. I wasn't driving into the city alone. I'm in the city right now. I'm in my sister's car. And one of my brother's old high school friends has a girlfriend. And said girlfriend's birthday is this weekend. And he had no way to get to her. And it just so happens that I was going from the same place towards the same place that he wanted to go. And so I had the opportunity to help. And it was nice. Khair, doctor. Dr. Khair, as I have his name saved. He just finished his study portion of becoming a doctor. He's now technically an intern. So he still has some teeth to cut before he's an official doctor, but I saved his name as Dr. Khair just to feel cool, saying I have doctor's numbers and stuff. But there was good conversations had. We had some conversations about peptides. That's calling. Hello there.
Load on.
Yes.
Hallo.
Hallo. Check, check.
Yes. Waar is jij nou?
Nog steeds, zo?
Oké, ik zie je over 3 minuten.
Cool, cool. Zit op je pad of kom.
Oké, cheers.
Okay, bye. Right. My father is on his way. What's on your mind, Melt? Nothing. Totally nothing. You know, I'm a very time sensitive person. I'll say, very time sensitive. If you tell me something something 10 minutes, when the 10-minute mark hits, for some reason, my brain converts seconds into pain, and then every second that I experience after the assigned time, pain, and suffering so much. And an hour and 10 minutes ago, my dad was like, "Oh, gonna be like a half hour max." And when I heard that, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, half hour? Okay, cool. Guess I'm gonna be able doing my own stuff like this." Yes, thank goodness I had Jovan to help me with my yoga class because it was sopping when the yoga was happening, so I couldn't even get out there and do it myself. I was hoping that I'd be under a roof at least. But helping myself to some calm, helping myself to a big breath. That's nice. And then helping others. That was the story I was telling. Had cool conversations. Had conversations about peptides, about AI, about how it relates. Like, of course, he's a medical student, so a lot of the conversations we had was very much in line with what he's been studying and what information he's been exposing himself to. The consensus, if you will, that's been raising in the medical field. And he literally, at one point, told me directly that the way that you're living your life is, uh, what's the exact words he used? We were speaking Afrikaans. It's almost like bewijs, like proven. The way I'm living my life right now is proven to beget the longevity that I seek. That practicing yoga daily, being mindful of the food that I eat, being mindful of my body, meditation, showing up in conversation, the best thing that I can do for myself. Here, my father comes. And at some point, he offers me money for the ride, right? And I'll say, one technically, this ride didn't cost me anything, so it was easy for me to not take his money. But on the other side, it felt good to help even more. He told me that he wanted to buy his girlfriend a chocolate, and now he can. Eerst de een. I don't know if I'm. Let me go and see if I can ask him. Stop, 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 stop. Ek kan nie jou sien nie. Wat sê? Hallo daar. Moet ek inry gou? Alrighty. Sorry about falling over. I am doing reverse maneuvers. I did do titery. Bonk. Hello. Don't you be too top heavy now. Alright. The dogs say. Always barking. Barking. I'm barking. I now need to move all of my stuff over to the next vehicle. Are you going to bear with me while I do that? It's definitely not going to be the most engaging content you've seen in your life, but it will be life. And it will be life, at the very least. You know, that we can say. Not every day that you see me packing things, so you can take it where we get them. Bonk, bonk. Your friends got bonked around a little bit by momentum. Alright. I am getting out of this vehicle. I think I'll leave that. Got some keys. I'll bring you so long. What up, guys? What are we doing? Nia! Nia! Play solo! Play still! Hou op my skree! Hou op! But I am grateful to have you to help let me know. I sure have a lot of love for all of you fine animals. We love you too, Jazu. We are now officially on our way. You friends know the way I look. Maybe you can experience some city. Might be a little bit shaky. Ek wil help daarso. Seker is die GPS in.
Yeah, I just want to see what the base route is.
Especially this time of day.
Yeah. I know the base route, but this one knows better.
I sure have a lot of love is game. Dan is here with us too. Hey Dan. It's nice having you here, bro. Yeah, we're on the road. On our way to Kroonstad from Pretoria, Menlyn area right now. This is like almost the commercial hub of Pretoria, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lots and lots of monies. Hey, he's like BYD. Like Sea Lion says, dis iemand wat ek dink mamma sal like. Dis maar mooi.
Looks plastic.
Looks plastic.
Yeah, look at the color.
Oh, die kleur.
It looks plastic.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know what you would call that. Brown gray. It's not exactly the nicest color. Yeah,
I actually like the color.
What?
No, I like it.
Won't catch me dead. I like the idea of like bright colored car, but I think you have to pay extra for that. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there he is. That's pretty. Rainy days are my favorite. Definitely has been a rainy day. Thunderstorms are probably my favorite kind of days. There was big old lightning strikes that we were pretty much driving into on the way here as well. Zie je er espresso af? Feels like a bedompig hier. I'm so exhausted, y'all. Dan says, I think I have to move, and I'm bummed. There's a private trash pickup company that's been doing illegal overnight pickups on my street, literally every night. Like you have to give me more context than that, Dan. Someone is illegally picking up the trash. Are they selling it for recycling? Like, I didn't know that that was something that you could do illegally. Thought that people would fight each other too. Op, 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 op! Fuck toch. Daar was baie naby geweest. Yo. Yo. All right. Illegal overnight. Maybe they're not allowed to do it at night. Maybe that's why you have to move because they're disturbing you at night or something. Jovan, my brain is having a bad time. Looking at the roads, striping. Why does it look so weird to us? Yeah, different country. It definitely is a whole different experience driving here than it is in America, Joe told me. We're also on the other side of the road, which I assume the police have either been notified or are of no use. Time to move to maliciousness. Which houses are they picking up from, and do they have access to them to the year-round fireworks? Sam, straight going to the, what's the word I'm looking for? Let's say rebel. Doing it the rebel way. It's weird to me too, uncanny. Things are slightly different, but I can't figure out what it is. Oh, I mean, maybe it's like a combination of like driving on the other side of the road. This is rush hour traffic. It is Friday in the city. This is what you expect, pretty much. I do like car watching in these scenarios. People a little bit as well. I feel like our signage is extra standardized, and in South Africa, it's kind of like the Wild West. We do technically have a standardized signage system, but with our country having its city's names changed and stuff like that, it kind of fell apart. Where we'll know the name of a place as a certain name, but then if you search for it on your Google Maps, it will be something different as well, and signage you'll actually see in the real world will be different to the name that you know. So like in that way, it's also a little bit chaotic. There's a noise ordinance in the city that states that you can't do pickups between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. And this company is doing it at night to avoid traffic, spend less on gas and labor. Sure, I can't say that I don't get it, Dan, right? But I get that you probably have a hard time sleeping if that's what's happening. They need to go electric. That's the way I'm thinking. And they need to get themselves electric garbage trucks, and then they need to do it at night, silently if they can. I guess the crushing sounds probably will make a sound, or if they have those hydraulic systems that pour the cans out in the back of it, maybe that will make some sounds as well. But yeah, the cops do not care. I can imagine. Cops don't care wherever you are, I've realized. Rarely seems to me like they have your best wishes in the heart. I always call garbage trucks dinosaurs. They moan and groan and growl, and they're humongous and slow like a woolly mammoth or something. I feel like our signage is extra standardized and they got rid of one. They're picking up from a brand new pizza shop that opened on my block. Do they have good pizza, Dan? Is it worth it? Is their pizza affordable and tasty enough to justify some of the suffering that you've been through? Dan, Darren, love you friends. Got to lurk as I head to work. We love you, Zhao. Thank you for being here with us for even a moment. I've called the company and the cops. I gave up. I need sleep, so I gotta move. Been like 2 months of this. Yeah. My mind wants to go down rabbit holes of like putting earplugs in your ears or something. But yeah, that does suck. Can't imagine that it's cheaper to move either. And whatever the moving company is gonna pay you, like, will ask you, and then whatever amount of time that it's gonna take, and the amount of it's just a slap. Moving is definitely not one of the most enjoyable parts of the human experience. Then I have a hard time getting back to sleep after waking up too, and I've tried everything. Benadryl works in a pinch. Yeah, a hammer to the head will also, if you're really looking for solutions. I don't know if you know this, but this is me being anti-pharma. You can actually get most of the rest that you look for just by laying very still. You might not enjoy it much, right? The somberness or slumberness of the sleeps, but you'll still actually get rest. Whatever you do, don't take your phone out and start scrolling. That's a surefire way to make sure you don't get any rest that night. Benadryl works in a pinch. I've also had good luck with body oil with magnesium. Yeah, just magnesium straight as well. It's like good practice to make sure that you have enough of that stuff in your body. Jovan getting said hi to. I can't take Benadryl at 4 when I have to be up at 5:30 for work. Yeah. I mean, if it happens at 4 a.m. in the mornings, maybe there is a way for you to work around that. I don't know if you're very active in the nightlife kind of scene, but if you head to bed early, maybe waking up at 4 a.m. could be a boon. All right, maybe you could get a bunch of your day back, do a bunch of exercises or something. Me troubleshooting here with you, Dan, is like melt. I want to move for a reason, but I've already troubleshooted hard enough. You can't run a trash compactor quietly, dog. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Those parts are probably still going to make sound, but they don't have to compact the trash in your street, I guess. I'm guessing that they probably are collecting more trash than just the restaurants or the pizza places. I feel you. You're not allowed to pick up trash in cities, full stop. At night, I'm guessing. Or at all. I can't imagine that it's at all because it has to go somewhere, right? There's a few yin yoga poses that can help stimulate the sleepy sleepies. You can also smoke some weed about it. Yeah, that helps me sometimes. Melatonin works pretty great. Look at all of our friends giving you solutions. But it's as he said, it's like when he wakes up at 4 a.m. in the morning due to the noise, it's not exactly like you can take something. Like smoking weed about it is also not going to be advisable because you'll have stuff to do. Wake up so groggy. Way ahead of you, Sam. I've tried everything. Genuinely sleep deprived. I need out. Yeah, and I hear you. The dreams are weird, but the sleep is deep. I've also been having more dreams, an influx of dreams. I keep finding myself in these adventure esque scenarios where I'm at some place and this place is bigger than I thought it was, and then I spend time exploring it, and then eventually I see something I'm not supposed to or something, and then I have to leave, and then it is this process of acquiring a vehicle in order to leave, and then I do get the vehicle, and then driving, I find myself on these very strange roads that I don't know. Some of them that I actively shouldn't be driving upon because they are too treacherous or going to total the car I'm driving or something like that. That's been like the nature of my dreams for a while now. Just this, it feels like I'm trying to get good at solving problems as it relates to just being in an environment. I've been living with chronic insomnia for 10 years now. Get your butt. Mhm. Ag nee. Dis net te laat daarvoor, maar lyk my ek het my beursie in die kar uitgehaal. Nee, ek het nie. Good. Thought I forgot something for a second. Mhm. Moet ek op help, pa? Op waar hy in die middel van die pad. Kom ek help, pa? Kom ek help, pa? Dis sy. Hy sien by die werk. Hæ?
Ring hy of koor?
Hy ring.
Jy is met jou.
Deur mekaar?
Hoeso?
Nee, hy's in site wat hy was weer of iets. Nou is klomp van die batterye controlboxes stukkend en hy goed werk net nie.
Oh, genade.
Nou hardloop hulle 'n generator, maar dis 'n 500 kW generator, so hy is bietjie swaar.
So hulle wil
Yes.
hulle probleem opgelos het. Dis die kort en lank af van.
Yes.
Uh,
Maar ek het die boodskap gesien. Baie dankie. Ja, die Perspex is maar net eintlik 'n upgrade. Dis nie nodig nou nie. Maar wat 'n power supply of iets van?
hulle sê hy het 'n external power supply wat die ding krag gee. En dan sy nozzle sê hulle kom apart sodat ook nie vir hom 'n printer het nie.
Ja, ek het ander nozzle bestel want daai gebruik heeltemal ander nozzle as my ou printer. So ek kan niks van my nozzles basies meer gebruik nie. So ek het 'n spaar gehad
Ek
het.
praat sommer nonsens
Maar
hoor.
asof hulle in 'n week uitweer, nee.
Nee, toe maar ek praat sommer nonsens. Dis net die Perspex. So hy sê jy sal kan print, alles kan doen.
Hy het gesê hy gaan nozzles uit een van 'n ander ding uithaal om vir my te gee want hulle het vir my verkeerde nozzles gestuur of iets.
Hy het sommer 'n pakkie van die rak afgehaal. Hy sê weet jy, hy gaan nie nou sukkel nie. Hy gaan jy sommer 'n ander nozzle gee. So
Shit, dis okay.
Ja.
Dan hy het gesê hy gaan vir my een van die upgrade kits uit. Gaan hy vir my 'n nozzle gee. So as hy my die hele ding het gegee, ja, dit
ja, dis sal likely beter, ja. Ek wil gou by jou hoor.
Ja.
Wou jy gehad het ons moet wag vir jou vir môreoggend of is jy alright?
Ek breek bietjie op sê,
Nee, ek sê wou jy gehad het ons moet wag vir jou vir môreoggend of is jy alright nou om deur te kom?
Nee, ek sal right wees.
Okay. Ja, want ons is nou hier so op die afdraai.
Werk as ek gewoond is, maar
Sê weer?
dis right. Dit gaan my 'n bietjie meer uitwerk as wat ek gedink het, maar dis alright.
Okay, ek sal vir jou die res gee. Klink dit?
Nee. Dis fyn.
Nee, want ons is nou op pad, maar ek is hier naby Centurion, so ek kan seker vir hom Ben vra om by hom oor te slaap, dan kan ons nog steeds vir jou wag. Of anders moet ek en Esther deur gaan.
Nee, dis fyn, kry hulle daar.
Is dit right? Okay. Nee, dan sit spoggerig. Jy moet veilig ry. Hoe laat gaan jy ry?
Tot 3 uur.
Okay. Ja, daar's net 'n stukkie daarso by Dennilton pad wat jy bietjie versigtig moet. Die res is daarom nie so erg.
Dit is eintlik net in Dennilton. Letterlik net voor Dennilton, daar is die pad besonders, maar na Dennilton eintlik die bergse pad is nou alright. Hy is nou nie meer so bad.
Ja, jy ry hom ons gereeld, so jy weet waar's dit bad.
Ja.
Ja, okay. Jy maar wees maar versigtig.
Nee, ek gaan.
Alright, die ding. Okay, my
Alright,
seun. Ek het redelik goed gekoop daarom ook, hoor. Ek dink ek het 22 pakke chips gekoop en ek het 'n paar biere gekoop en 'n paar non-alcoholic biere en toe sien ek Spice Gold is op special, toe het ek sommer 'n bottel Spice Gold gekoop en Coke. So
Dat jy saambring nog of
as jy 'n koelerboks het, is dit goed. Ek het nou nie 'n koelerboks van die huis af gebring nie. So ek weet nie of jy 'n koelersak of 'n boks of 'n ding het nie.
ek het nie.
Nou, ek weet nie maar los dit dan is dit fyn. Dan is dit nie belangrik nie.
Alright.
Ja, hoop ek nou nie ek sê vir mamma om vir jou te bring nie want jy is mankel al hy voorsien nie dorp gewees.
Ja.
Ja, nee, maar anders is dit. Ek weet nie of jy daai golfsak gaan haal het al nie of jy hom gaan saambring nie.
Die wat?
Die golfsak. Jy gaan ons saam golf
Nee, ek
speel.
sal hom op vanmiddag gaan haal dan.
Okay. Nee, want ek het my golfstel nie, maar daar is twee spanne, so ek weet nie presies waar jy aangedeel geword het en dan help dit nie, jy het nie 'n golfstel. So bring hom liewers maar saam.
Ja. Ja, ek sal gaan bring. Ek bedoel, vergeet dit hoe groot daai golf se boot is nie. So ek kan half laai.
Nee, jy het nie 'n probleem met spasie nie. Dit is so. Ja, en dan het jy hom in elk geval ook. So
Ja.
Dit is nie 'n slegte idee nie, maar ja, jy sal hom vanmiddag moet gaan haal want ek weet nie of het jy nog 'n remote vir die sleutels vir die woonstel?
Ja, daar by die huis.
O, nee, okay, nee, ek wou net sê niemand gaan vir jou oopmaak 3:00 in die oggend.
Nee. As jy gaan sommer nou gaan haal, as ek by die werk klaar is.
Ja, okay. Ag, maar sterkte. Ek hoop jy kry jou foute vinnig uitgesort daarso. Jy sal nou sien op die
Ja, dit
WhatsApp.
lyk my weerlig. So ek weet nie of dit eintlik uitgesort gaan kry nie, maar probeer maar.
Ja, nee, okay. Nou, kom my sien.
Alright, maar kom wel veilig ry.
Dankie.
Môre.
Mooi reis vir jou.
Moet ek sommer daar by die golfklub kry of wat?
Ja, nee, kyk as jy, ons gaan seker so ons die game is 8 hier net. So ons gaan seker so 7:30 of 8:15 daar's al dis seker 7:30.
As ek 3 ry,
Hier die fyn toe sê.
dan gaan ek gaan so 7:30 ook eers daar aankom en bring.
Ja.
Dan daar nie heeltemal 5 ure ry nie.
Nee, wat maar as jy gee my 'n lei so as jy sien jy so 'n halfuur uit, dan kan ek vir jou sê waar is ons.
Alright.
Alrighty then. Jy moet daar
Ja, sure. Ek wil bel as ek daar by Kroonstad inry. Dan moet ry vir 10-20 minute van die golfklub af.
O, okay. Okay, ja. Ja, want ek het nog gekyk waar is Lichwe nie, want ons gaan mos nou nie vanaand Lichwe toe nie. Ons gaan vanaand reguit net daar na Roda toe. So ons slaap net een aand oor by Lichwe.
Oh, okay.
So vanaand gaan ons maar daar crash almal daar in sy huis.
Ja.
Ons gaan nou maar sien hoe gaan ons plek kry in die bar en slaap die.
Ja, hy bank lê lekker.
Ja, ek hoop net maar ek kan op my seniority bietjie staat maak om daarom nie op die voor te slaap nie. Ja, ek sal maar kyk of ek 'n rang trek daar.
Ja, ja.
Wat?
Maar alright, kom moet lekker dag, ja.
Dankie Boeta.
Veilig ry.
Jy daai kant ook. Mooi bly julle vir jou.
Nou jy moet daar veilig ry, môre.
Yay.
Cheers, cheers.
Look, bye.
Bye.
Hey, it's Rudy J. Sleep early, wake up early, start working out, do daily tasks. Yeah, as he said, it doesn't follow a rhythm that he can count on, so it's not like he can plan for that kind of thing, which does make it an extra layer of difficult, I can only imagine. Darren, that's what the bedside copy of War and Peace is for. That and whapping snores. Precise, y'all. I'm gonna move. Talking to my landlord today. Bless you, bro. I hope you find a place that's even nicer. Will serve you even more. I know where you are, Centurion. I used to be. I think we're now on our way to Joburg, technically, so not far out nix. Mine is a collection of early 1900 patents. It definitely does the trick. I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Maybe you're talking about a book. Oh, a book full of early 1900 patents. That is pretty cool. You in Pretoria? I was for a bit. We're on our way to Kroonstad right now. I'm probably getting a bunch of the Gautengers on my live stream right now. At least there was a moment where I had an influx. Melt Prime is here in the car with us. He's driving. Can't tell if the person on the phone is Russian, Scottish, or South African. Take a wild guess, Dan. Take a really old. Chris is awesome. There, people knows. What are you talking about? It's raining in Edenvale. I think it might be raining in a lot of South Africa right now. Unless you're nice now. Then you're drying up like raisins. They are talking like this. Yeah, holds mic to mouth but talks with eyebrows. You know, say something, Mel. I can't say something. I was quiet so the space, is legible. That would be Afrikaans, we call it. South, just Afrikaans. Dutch South Afrikaans. I've never seen it written like that. While we certainly participate in friendly dragging because it's Dutch, and that's what you do, we certainly don't do it with a spiteful or racist tone. Yeah, it's basically Dutch. I've like been on airports where I've been able to have a conversation with a Dutch individual. Well, bless. Interrupting the conversation would not be a nice thing. Yeah, Darren, thank you. He's saying, I'm patient. This is my patient face. Yeah. I can be patient and comical at the same time. I'll have you know. Have my patience and smoke it too. It's gonna be 2.5 hours of driving. And we did do a live stream. My my tablet is not inaccessible. It's not very accessible, but it's not completely accessible. There we go. Switch around. Put you like this. And then I'm gonna show you a flower and read you a poem. Finish the stream off the way we usually do. This one has so much detail that's best to go and like look for. If you really go and zoom in, you'll see there's like details hidden in the textures. Check these ones. Look at that. Yeah. Entities. Look at that little duty. You see the face? There's a building 2 blocks away with three 1-bedrooms that have nicer floors than mine and is $50 less. Nice. Getting a nicer place and saving money must be unheard of in New York area. A snake mouth. You see a snake mouth? Interesting. Saw his sharp teeth. My heart has been sent as well. Now I'll read for you, friends, and then I'll say goodbye. Nice, Dan. Always wishing the best for you, man. That's awesome. Today's stream topic was titled, well, yesterday's technically, stream topic was titled maintenance. Maintenance. Everything that lasts asks something of us. The forest, once paths cleared, just enough for feet, not so much that it forgets how to grow wild. Even beauty, left alone, can become unreachable. Homes ask less. Walls hold their shape, roofs remember their job. Still, dust gathers. Light needs arranging. A room can feel heavy without anything being broken. Then there is the space inside those walls. The tone of a place, the way sound settles the difference between a room you pass through and one that receives you. The atmosphere does not maintain itself. It responds to attention, to care, to how often someone pauses and asks, does this still feel right? And then there is the final environment, the one you carry everywhere. The quiet center, that place you return to after noise, after effort, after being pulled outward. It does not demand perfection, only visitation. Neglected and everything else grows louder. Tend to it and even disorder becomes workable. This is the maintenance of schedules. This is the maintenance no one schedules, yet everything depends on. Nature, shelter, presence, and self. None of them stay beautiful by accident. All of them reward those willing to keep showing up with patience, with humility, with hands willing to care for what they live inside. And somehow, when the inner space is tended, the rest feels lighter, as if the work was never a burden, only a way of saying, I am still here, and this matters. Thank you, friends, for being here with me. This environment that we have co created is a little bit more chaotic than the calm I usually try to bring, but presence was shared. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you again for being here with me. I'll see you again tomorrow, okay? Love to you, friends. Goodbye for today.